Hey guys, welcome back to the BAC V Railroad. Today's a special day. We're going to do a little operating. We're going to go from Oakland, that's our power here in the Oakland Roundhouse, those two SP units, and our lead unit's going to be a Denver and Rio Grande Western 3154. And the crew just got on board. I believe they're going through their checklist on the engine, start up, checking to make sure everything works right. And once they're ready to go, we're going to run out to the desert yard there and go get our cars. Once those guys are ready. Okay, power's coming out of the house here. I'll head out to the desert. We'll see how this goes. I think we got about maybe 18 cars or so. Once we get out there, we'll check and see what these guys got. So my Oakland yard, West Oakland, is a combination of, both the WP and SP when they changed everything up. Made some modifications here. Intermodal facilities off to the left, and where the signal bridge is, I got two main tracks back there. Desert yard, staging yard. It's got 5 tracks, holds about 40 cars on each track. We'll head back there and make our pickup. Bart does run over right through the yard there too, so desert yard's kind of off to the right, kind of make a 90-degree turn to head out there. Hey guys, so this map is everything I modeled. There's a Bay Area in Northern California. We're going to start departing from the desert yard. I got 5 tracks there. Each track holds about 40 cars. We're going to head through the yard here, through the departure track. And we'll be taking, well, depending what the dispatcher gives us, so either we'll head down Old SP, which is the Nile sub, or we're going to cross over and head over onto the Oakland sub, which is the old WP. On my layout, the way I represent this is the WP portion is still intact, but they cut in a line here at San Leandro to connect back up with the old SP here. The tracks are abandoned south of San Leandro up until my new connection, which they just recently redid. If you follow the map here, Nile sub goes down, and we're going to hop on the coast sub. And that's just the track west of the Nile sub, which pretty much runs perpendicular to the Nile sub. South of Oakland all the way down into the Fremont area. And we're going to come through here, and this is where my tracks resume. Fremont, this is where I put in, well, I'm working on my U.S. gypsum drywall plant. We'll see that on the layout. My layout also has the Warm Springs yard down to the GM auto plant, and pretty much stops there. Has some staging tracks down this area. But we'll cross here at Niles Junction. Niles Yard is right here. It's also my staging, and these two connect so that I can run through. But that's how I represent that. Coming across here, go through Niles Canyon. I don't really have any scenery. Pretty much from this portion, we'll go through Pleasanton. Got the gravel pit there, and I put in a cement plant. They don't technically have a cement plant, but you'll see that on the trip here. And up and over the Altamont, we're going to dump ourselves right into Stockton Yard here. I also model the old Tidewater Southern Branch. I just modeled down McHenry, and that's it. It's pretty much abandoned from there anyways, down to Modesto. So that's as far as I go to McHenry. We're not going to head down there on this little trip. And then of course I model Stockton Terminal Eastern, and I have this portion on my layout, and that heads out to below. We're just going to go as far as Stockton Yard. Okay, let's go back to our train and see if we're all air tested. Hopefully we're ready to go. Okay guys, just leaving the desert yard here, and we've got a total of 16 cars, and we're gonna leave via the departure track, which we're headed onto right now, which is track closest to 2 main tracks. This is a look at my West Oakland yard here, and again with the UP took over, I ended up kind of jointly making both the old WP and the SP yard. Kind of merged it all into one. Got the intermodal track here, tight and busy with all our traffic. Further down the line here, we're going to cut over to the main, 2 main tracks there, and we're going to head south out of Oakland. Well, we just found out that we're going to end up running via the old Oakland sub, which is the old WP, which is kind of slow trackage, but we kind of have a drag of ourselves here. I cross all the way over. That reefer that came out of Chicken Charlie, chicken that goes in the Bay Area, empty reefer there. Got a couple boxcars, some pipe. Got a couple pipe manufacturing places here in the Oakland area. This is kind of an overview of the train here. Now in this area, if you follow my other videos, I don't have my lighting moved up. This is about the only area I still have to do. I got to move up 6 fluorescent lights to fix the lighting in. That's why it's kind of shaded. Yeah, just got a couple more cars here, and then we'll head off down the Oakland side. Yeah, looks like we got a Freddy on the rear. So the far right track is the Oakland sub. The other 2 tracks are my double track CTC Niles sub that heads south. Fortunately, the max speed on the Oakland sub is 20 miles an hour. I don't run very fast on this line. Okay, passing through East Oakland yard there, SP, and a bunch of boxcars on the right. That's kind of why we're running on the Oakland sub, because this train's waiting to get into the yard. He's plugging everything up as we head along East Oakland here. Well, unfortunately, coming up on a red signal, so engineers got to stop. It's automatic interlocking, so automatic interlockings, they're not controlled by the dispatcher, so we got to follow instructions per the timetable. The timetable says we need to stop, and then we continue to proceed at restricted speed, and hopefully you guys watch my video on signals and the rules governing this guy's movement, and here we go. Long Street on the far left side there, as you can tell, it's all industries through this area. The layout. Boxcar train is just plugging everything up. He's through the crossovers. He's so long, so he's taking up both the 2 main tracks. I got to give a shout out to I think it's Dan's Railroad. I want to say 2011. I'll put it in the description. He got me going on weathering cars, and I'll have to admit I'm not that great at it. I feel like I'm getting better. It's been a lot of fun. I've done about a dozen cars or so, and these are some of them here off to the left. Just the different work that I've done on them.